What's going on there, fellow YouTubers? It's Chris back with you with another cool video and photo. Guys, this is one of the ones that got me started. This is it. And it's probably why I see more intelligently made objects. Some people see little beings. Some people see little, just humanoids, whatever it may be, different creatures. I don't see any of that. What I see is intelligently made objects. Now, what I mean by that, it could be anything from something that's a square, something that's, what I mean by that is actually made by a different material, or you can tell it's definitely intelligently made, not something made by nature. When I first did this, I actually was watching one of Michael Witter's videos, and he's the one that got me kicked off. When I first seen the video he did of this, I was like totally blown away, and you guys will get the link, and I'm going to show you that right now. I think I've got these actual here. Here's his homepage, and you guys will get the link to it, or you can just look his name up, whichever you prefer. He's got about 21 videos, and this goes back about 3 years, maybe. It doesn't always say like 3.3 years, so it could be closer to 4 years, I don't know. But this is the one that I'm talking about right here, and you can see it here. He does this, and my God, this is cool. I mean, this is just a cool video, and this is what got me going, because I was actually watching this, and something stood out, and just literally my eyes popped out of my head when I seen this. And I'm going to show you that I had done this video a long time ago. I'm going to guess probably when I first started. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to show you guys this photo. This is the photo you'll get right here, and I think it solves 173. Right mass cam on board NASA's Mars rover Curiosity on Sol 173, and I think it was January 30th, 2013. So full credit NASA JPL, of course. Let's look at the full resolution. This thing to me just blew me away. Now, guys, I'm going to let you, as always, give me your take, your comments. He talks about these objects here in the middle. To me, they look like a pair of maracas, but you know, it's hard to tell. Judging by this lower rock here, it almost looks like it has an eyeball and a big smile on its face. Right there. I'm just kidding. But if I had to measure this doesn't look like but only about feet across. 2-3 feet, maybe. And now, obviously, the further you go back, it's like it kind of, it looks like it's a little wider. It could be 5 to 6 feet. I don't know. But what I found really, really cool about this, he talks about, like I said, these here, and this what looks like this box here, right there. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to show you that right now. And this is just insane. When I seen this, there was something that really stuck out to me, and just boom, totally had me going here. So let's jump into that. Now, right now we're about, it's about, well, 77, just about 78% as far as large on the photo. But again, he talks about this piece here, and I encourage everybody to look at watch his video too. He does a great job of showing this, but right here, does a great job. I mean, and it's a shame, because he actually asked me one time too. He says, what do you think about this, what looks like a UFO in this picture? And I don't know if you guys remember, but there's an artifact, I think in the left, I could be wrong. I think it's the left has cam, which looks like this weird little UFO almost in all of the pictures, because it's an artifact of the actual, I don't know if it's a part of the camera that's something malfunctioned in it, whatever, but anyway, it's an artifact that's always in the picture. And he asked me about it. I said, no, this is, and at the time I said, it's either added, or I believe it's an artifact of the photo. And he said, oh, okay, because I guess he was going to make a video about it. And of course, I didn't want him to see him, put something out there, and of course, people busted his chops about it. So, but it wasn't long after that he disappeared. And I'm like, I actually wrote back to him, I think it was about a year ago. I said, oh, come back. You did fantastic work. Never heard a word of him. So I don't know what happened. Whatever, it's his personal thing. He just chose not to come back. I don't know what the deal is. But to me, he's got like 21 videos out there, and I think he did a great job of them. So anyway, I'm looking at these things. He's talking about these again, and then he talks about what looks like this box here, and I couldn't agree with him more. I mean, it has this, of course, this is pixelated right here. You can see that. But when you look at this thing, it has, let me go just a lot smaller. I think I had to set it 4, which I did. Okay, let's go to about, well, we can even do 1, but let's see how that shows up. You can see right here, well, that's not straight, of course. Right here, it goes like this, goes over, goes down, and it has this weird, almost like teardrop shape in it. But the box, whatever this thing is, goes like this, and it's hard to tell because this is pixelation, but it looks like it has this design on it. Now, I'm going to back out a little bit. I'm going to show you guys when you see that, you can tell it's not just a simple rock. And I was like, whoa, because he said, well, this box right next to this other rock, and I'm going, okay, I'm looking at this piece here. Well, that's kind of funky sticking out. But here's the question, guys. This is what blows my mind. What kind of rock has a transparent end to it? And as you can see, this so-called rock, I mean, he called it a rock, and, you know, if you think about it, it kind of looks like a rock. But I'm looking at right here, and it looks like it's kind of domed at the front of this thing. And I'm going, was it some kind of weird little vehicle? It looks like you can see something right here. And then this thing goes down like this, and I don't know what to make of it. But if you look, it actually has, it's like this has all been scribbled in. Whatever they did, they blocked this out. Now, let me show you that in raw form. We're just going to go ahead and take a look at it in cyan plate. And we can do that. Well, let me see if I can do it better than this. Let's go to the magenta. You can see where like the information has been totally taken out of this. Totally taken right out. Well, not in this area so much, but they've pretty much scribble that right out of there. And I just think that's just, oh my God, you know. See if I can actually bring this out a little bit better for you guys. We'll go right here to adjustments, go to levels, and see if we can't bring this out a little bit more. Okay. Now, you can see this box thing, or whatever this is, right here, and it has this little doodad on it. And it has these little details, so to speak. But this rock, I'm saying to myself, what the hell does that? What I think it is that they really try to scribble out, because you can see this, like, they did it lightly over here, and you can see things sticking out of it, like sticking up. So it makes you wonder. You go, okay, let me see if I can darken it up. And see, so try to bring out these little things actually sticking out of this, because you can see it's blurred, or like a transparent manipulation, if you will. But you can see that right there. It's all been completely taken out. Now, why would they do that? And you can see where they scribbled it and literally just try to take this thing out. So whatever this thing is in this box, whatever that is, in fact, let's do this just for the heck of it. And we'll just throw a little blur in it so we can get rid of some of that graininess and see what that does. But I'm going to show you a couple different ways in this, in color as well as zoomed in. And you guys can be the judge of this. But there's something that really stuck out there. I mean, it just basically stuck out and slapped me right in the face. And why in God's green earth is this thing this blurry? It's like it's set for like 50, you know. Let me see what we got here. But yeah, I mean, let's bring it way down. Okay, that's crazy. But okay. We won't do that, I guess. Let's go back to this. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because we're in a different color, I believe. Let's do this. Go back to... No, it's still... That is retarded. Okay. Anyway, but you get the idea that this has been manipulated. But something jumped out at me and it really had me thinking. And I said, let me get rid of some of these more... You can see how that's just like really darkened up with this color. Let me just try to bring it out a little bit. This is what I noticed. Not only did I notice this box, like I said right here, I noticed this right here, but something really come out and slapped me right in the face, guys. This was insane. And, of course, this whole piece. This was awesome. What in God's green earth is this shit right here? It's got a hood to it. Literally goes up, comes back down. Well, not quite that right here. Goes like this. Has what looks like a rounded piece here. Another metallic piece here. And has these vents, like there's one here. But it doesn't stop there, guys. It doesn't stop there. It literally, this whole thing, there's like a couple of these anomalies hiding right here in this picture. Now, what blew my mind, and I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, the first thing that come to my mind, again, it's our pareidolia, of course. This looks like some kind of convertible car sitting on top of something else. See this? It looks like the windshield right here, the front of the car right here, and you're looking like this way, looking under it. You can actually see the underbelly of it right here. This is the side of it. And I'm going, what the hell is that? But what caught my eye was this. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but let me, because the picture's really shitty, and they did a really good job of trying to mess with this. But again, you can see this right here is some kind of, and I'm going to show you this a little bit better. This has what looks like a rounded piece. And you can just start to see the bottom one, and this is like, goes like this, and then you've got this like hood type thing coming out. Round over here, and it looks like it has like an engine, like it's an engine with a hood over it. But it gets better than that. Do you see this object sitting right here? It's very faint. Now, when I drew this last time in my other video, like this, does this, what looks like it has a pin, another pin. It looks like, well, we didn't want to do it that way. This thing goes like this. It goes across. Has this piece here. It almost looks like this thing literally is some kind of piece that actually flips up and down. It goes up and down like this here. And I'm thinking, what the hell does that? It literally looks mechanical. Now, notice it right there again. Dot. Rounded piece. And you can see it goes across, but then it gets behind whatever this other object is. Comes down. Stops there. It's very faint. There's a pivot pin, looks like. Another one here. This one here. And it goes down. It looks like it goes around, and there's a backside to this thing. So this thing literally, again, looks like it lifts up like this, or it can be brought back down like this here. I don't know what the hell that is, but you can see the outline of it in this picture right here, this area. Now, I'm going to show you a lot better view of this, but check this out. It gets better than that, because I was looking at this, and I'm saying, okay, there it is a little bit better. You have to look at it. It's very faint, but it's there. Now, whatever this object is, it's on it. There is several items sitting right here. This is, I don't know what this is. I can't even begin to tell you what that is. But there's also something sitting right here. Like a smaller model or something of maybe something larger like this. This whole, whatever this thing, I'm going to call it a vehicle for, vehicle means anything. It doesn't have to be a car like we have here on anything that'll move somebody. But you can see something right here that literally goes like this. Comes all the way down. And whatever it is goes up like this here. And you can see it actually comes back down. I don't know what the hell this thing is. Couldn't tell you. But this piece alone, bam. Oh my God, this thing stuck out. And it just stood out like, wow, what the hell is that? Now, let me back up and show you the picture again. And I'm going to go to another photo of it. I'm just going to back out a little bit and just check that out. Now, question comes to mind. If there is people or humanoids that were on this planet, the size of us, is it possible, if this is just a small swath of area, is it possible that these were toys? If not toys, was it possible that these were actually vehicles of some sort or some kind of mechanical something or other? I don't know. Let me jump to this one. And then I'm going to get to the zoomed in one where you guys can take a better look too. So try to show a little bit better, different color. And again, we've got this whole area. And I showed you let me jump into this. Now, this is what's crazy. I'm going to go back to this one first, because tell me, guys, why does this look like there's a wheel on a rock? What the hell does that? And you can clearly see the way this thing goes up like this, and I highlighted a little bit and took some of the color out. You can see that. It's scribbled out or whatever, but it does this. And then you can see something black, like white right there, and then black right here. I don't know if it's completely round. It's hard to tell because there's shadowing in here. But what does that? I mean, it looks like they just kind of scribbled it out. It almost looks like it'd be, like I said, again, it's my pareidolia, but it looks like, it looks like there'd be a wheel and, they blocked out the rest of it. Now, is it something mechanical? Is it something other than rock? Let's just put it that way. Okay, we'll jump back up to this thing I told you with right here. Look at this. I mean, I'm just looking at this thing and I'm going, what? Changed a couple different, dockened it up a little bit, and you can see where they literally eliminated that, this whole area. But this thing actually looks like it's domed of some sort. And you can see that box, it's definitely metallic of some sort and has a design on the side, almost like this weird stretched out eye drop or teardrop type shape. I don't know. Let me go back, and you can see it right all over here. They completely scribble it out, and you can see these other things are still sticking out of it. So I honestly don't know what this is, guys. Here's that other piece I told you about. It looks like a backside of an engine. What the hell that is, I have no idea, but you can clearly see it literally looks rounded. Looks like you can just see the top of it. It has like these oval slots in it, and you can just see the very bottom of this one. This looks like it runs down here. Looks like it does this here, and has this weird shape hood to it. And you can see it goes like this and just drops down. Inside, it's rounded. What the hell could that possibly be, guys? Tell me. Now, let me get to the actual bigger photo. I'm going to just back out of this. You guys can get a better perspective as what this is. Now, what I did in this photo I did this. This is, show you exactly what I did. I zoomed way out, like this here, and then I just took a magnifying glass with my camera. So I don't, because when you zoom into this, you can, the photo starts to degrade. So what I wanted to do, instead of doing that, let me just leave the picture, use a camera, try to bring it in. Okay, again, you can see these objects. I'm going to just black and white it, but check this stuff out, man. Well, we're going to have to go a little larger than that because you will not be able to see that. Right here. And I'm looking at these things and I'm going, oh my God. Well, go to the next step. My bad. This object here. Well, these multiple objects, because you can see right here. And I'm just looking at these things, guys, and I'm going, whoa, what the hell? This smaller object is right next to this. And unfortunately, because the way they contrasted this thing out, it's hard to see it. But anyway, let's go to the next one. And again, it's a little grainy, but the next step will show you that I blur it up a little bit to get rid of some of this graininess, because what that is the screen you're seeing. So it's a little hard to, even though it's a high-def screen, you're still going to see these lines and this from the screen itself. So let's blur it up a little bit. Now check this thing out, guys. Look at the difference from here, grainy, just slightly. I think it's like 1% or one step on the blur, and there you go. What the hell? I don't know what that is, guys, but to me, and this thing is this whole item, or items, and like I said, this piece here looks like some kind of mechanical piece that literally looks like it goes up like this, and it folds up and down. You guys tell me. Threw a little filtering in there to get a better idea, but to me, this is no way. When I seen it, this is the thing that stuck out right here for me. This is what did it for me. I was like, what the hell? But then I went, what would that be part of? So I started looking, and I'm going, whoa, shit. Check this out. So, again, not a rock. And neither is this thing that even Michael pointed out, which he did a great job in this video. Yeah, just cool stuff here, guys. You guys tell me what you think this stuff is. I outlined what I seen, and you guys can, take a better look. Check this out. So you can see exactly what I was seeing and how I see the lines. And I'm just going, yeah, come on. These are far from being a simple rock or rocks. It just simply doesn't make sense. Back out. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it close for you guys because I know a lot of you guys are on these little tablets. You're on these phones, so on and so forth. But have a look at that and tell me what you think. Is that naturally occurring? To me, and I'm telling you, this is the guy that set me off. This video is what got me really started. I'm going, they're not looking for plant life. Oh, maybe they are, just to see if they could still go over there and inhabit Mars. But they're not going up there just lollygagging, looking at different rocks and soil like they claim. The new 2020 rover, you're going to love this. I got a video coming up about that. You're going to love this. A guy from NASA literally makes a boo-boo, and the other guy doesn't even correct him. So you'll love that. Yeah, I get into a little bit technical on this next rover coming up. And, yeah, I think they're doing a lot more than simple, hey, we're just looking for more rocks and some more geological kind of little finds kind of thing going on. Yeah, I don't believe that's the fact at all. I'm going to back way out here. And like I said, guys, this is what I'm seeing. This looks like some kind of weird craft over here, this whole thing. Let me see here. Let me just use, I guess it really doesn't matter. But this right here in the back, and then you get this whole body of this thing here in the middle. There's another something or other sitting right here. Actually, I went a little too far over with that. I wanted to go like something like this, and you can see where that it actually comes down. But whatever this thing is, or these items are, simply doesn't make sense. It's like the toys, if you will, if they are toys, I don't know, but they were stacked on top of each other. Now, is it possible? I mean, look at the way this thing, whatever this item is here on the top, how it's perfectly stacked along the side of this one, or on top of it. Perfectly the same, same way, going in the same direction. So it makes you believe, okay, let's say these were actual items, meaning some kind of vehicles, transport devices, machines. What would put them and stack them perfectly? Even if it was a great catastrophic, something happened to Mars, which we believe did, what the hell would do that? Just perfectly put each other on top of that and put these items on top of each other? I don't know. That's what makes me believe maybe they were toys. Maybe there was something else. I don't know. Or there are actual smaller, humanoids than us, maybe 2 or 3 feet. big. Or I don't know if I want to go with the inches thing, but if these are in fact real and they're not toys, then it makes the mind really go poof, you know. So you guys can give me your take on it. Let me know what you think. But to me, no way. There's just no way that these are. I'm going to zoom back in the black and white. And you guys, like I said, again, with the tablets and the phones, tell me what you think this stuff is. Do you think these are simple rocks? If you don't, what is it? And tell me what you think of how big they are. And I'm going to zoom back out so you guys can get another idea. Of course, this was already zoomed in. So I'm going to jump back to the other photo here and go like this. And here's your overall in this right here. Let me go right to, I guess it really doesn't matter, but you can see all in here, you know, this bottom right, this rock right here. And you can get an idea. It doesn't look like 2 or 3 feet across tops. But way back there, I mean, things tend to be a little wider. You tell me. What are these things? What is, like, this has been completely covered up right here in this highlighted box. And these things here are literally laying on top of each other. This, to me, is by far not a rock. There's no way. This is not a rock. And if it was, which I don't believe it is because they scribbled the side of it right out, and it has like some kind of weird, almost a cockpit type thing to it right there. Yeah, I mean, right here. What the hell is that, guys? So, let me just go back down here. I mean, yeah, you guys tell me. You know, this one here was awesome, and that's why I've always stuck to the idea. These guys are looking at machinery. They're looking at high-tech items that were... they don't even have to be high-tech, but intelligently made objects from somebody on this planet. And this is what got me kicked off. I've never, to be honest with you guys, I've never really seen a true-to-life humanoid or any of that sort on there. I don't believe they're going to do that. I don't believe they're going to let the cat out of the bag. And then you might say, well, Kristen, why would they leave stuff like this? Well, keep in mind, this is Sol 173. It took, I don't know how many days to even get that thing, because understand, once the rovers, it didn't matter if it was the Sojourner, the Spirit, Opportunity, and the Curiosity, doesn't matter. Once they rolled it, once it landed, you know, everything had to unfold because, you know, the Spirit rover and the Opportunity got there on balloons. They bounced, the thing straightened itself out, flattened itself out, it opened up, the rover came out, it had to stretch its legs, do systems test. It wasn't until like 50, 60 days after, I think, on some of these, if not longer, that the thing started to actually roll. In other words, once it stretched its legs, did full... diagnostic test on itself, then it started to take pictures, and then off it went. So you don't know whether, you know, Sol 173 sounds like it's like really long into the mission, but it's not. It really isn't. So I think they just made a mistake here, and they just figured people wouldn't realize or see these things, but come on. I mean, this to me is like just screams intelligently made, and I think everybody needs to be aware of that. And, you know... But that's it, guys. Like I said, the next one I think I'm going to do, I got like one of a technical one coming up, and we're just going to cover that. That one, they won't be too long. But anyway, like I said, I'm trying to get at least 1 to 2 videos, you know, a week. You know, so we're gonna do our best to knock that out and get it done. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna jump on out of here. Like I said, share this video, guys. I mean, it just shows. I mean, it's just there, boom, in your face. Share the video. Give me a thumbs up. You know, guys, it's always greatly appreciated. I enjoy doing these things. I love bringing it to people's attention. I like going back to the older ones sometimes because there's new people on board. And I want to thank everybody for jumping on board. All the new people just jumped on board. Thank you. It's appreciated. And so it gives them a better perspective because they never seen the originals. Because, like I said, I started off like 3 years ago, and this is one of the videos and photos that got me kicked off in this. So, you know, kudos to Michael Witter for doing what he did. And again, you guys will get the link in there, and that's it. So anyway, guys, enjoy. I do appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next pick.